So this is how my setup looked like today. I'm going to begin with this buy, then I'll break down everything to today's setup, this was my last one here. The one I'm from showing you guys in the group, and it's currently in profit. I don't know why my tool is going off, but take profit one I'll be in it, so I'll just let it go because it's a setup that I just took. So now let's begin with the breakdown of this trade right here. Now, some of you may not understand the terms that I use because me and the guys in the other group talk about them, but at least I'm going to give you guys the gist of the price action. Yeah. So now, why did I take this buy setup yesterday? Yesterday was a Monday. I wouldn't share this setup because I don't trade on Monday. But yesterday, I just wanted to sample how this market was moving. As you all know, it was a bearish market. The dollar strength gained strength over time. Big strength, you get. So we have Trump's swearing in coming in on 20th, and I believe the market is going to perform so well. Now, what makes me take a buy from here? The market had oversold. This is an oversold, but for the guys who use indicators, there's one thing you're supposed to know. Yeah. The market won't give you what you expect it to give you every single time. It won't. Now, for example, if you use indicators, the market can spend half a year in overbought. You know that on the bigger time frame, it can spend half a year in oversold. Those are the things you're supposed to replay behind your mind. Now, meaning your indicators won't play a big role if you're looking for, if it's an overbought, if you're looking for a short, your indicators are not going to help you that much. And that's why in this strategy that I use, I mostly consider the language of the. And what is the language of the market? It's candlesticks. So the market dips a little bit. Now we have these highs and lows of the week that we consider. And guess what? I spend a lot of time on the 15-minute time frame. A lot of time, because if I've analyzed the 4-hour time frame and I know what's there, all I need is the 15-minute time frame to give me the best exact entry that I need in order for me to take a trade. And that's the biggest problem in trading that we have. So I spend a lot of time on this time frame. After I've drawn my trend lines, I've done a top-down analysis, and all the confidences that we use, I have considered them right. That's when I come in and trigger. You get. Now, yesterday's market was very easy. We have this divergence here. I'll just give you guys the price action of it. We have a divergence. A divergence is a disagreement with an indicator. You get where the market disagrees or the indicator disagrees with what is being printed on the market. And if you look at it deeply, you can see this here. You can see that huge disagreement. Now, there's a video on YouTube that shows what a shark fin entry is. And the shark fin entry is just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Now, a shark fin entry is this. If you have a shark fin past the Bollinger Bands, this is an oversold position. But remember, I don't use indicators when I'm analyzing. I use them for confirmation. So we have a shark fin entry here. Most times after a shark fin, we get a change of that trend. We get something like a change. What you guys don't know. Now, let me just show you. Now, you need to backtest this several times in order to get it. You can see if you compare here. Okay, I'll need to draw so many times, but I can do it because we're speaking analysis. Most times after a shark fin entry, we have the market tend to go to the negative side. Yeah. I don't use this style of trading, but yes. I just add it up to my analysis at times. Because guys, the biggest thing in trading is at times sentiment. Sentiment plays a very big role in trading. Now you can see that every time there's a shark fin, we have that interlude, at least a movement to the either side of the market. So I just delete this few. Now on yesterday's trade, we have this divergence here, which is a very nice one because that's a shark fin out of the Bollinger Bands, and the market has given us this W already here. So what happens next? It continues moving to the downside because we don't have confluences here. Yeah, I'm going to be interchanging terms now for the guys in the private group who have taken it serious. You understand what I'm talking about. Now, you see, this is not where you're supposed to enter from. Why? Because you have only one reason as to why that market can profit. You get, look at this whole period. There is no engulfing. There is no candlestick language to show that we have so many buyers in this market. Yeah. Because right here, you may say that yes, there are buyers, but there is no engulfing. There is no confirmation for your entry at all. This one can be, but it's if you add this bearish candle and this bullish candle, it's equal to zero. You get it's equal to zero. Look at them. So basically, there is no entry here, not enough confluences, nothing. But guess what? The market dips and gives us this divergency. And what does it do? It gives us a W pattern. A chart pattern will always happen where there is value for that market. If you see a chart pattern happening in space, never take it. For example, chart pattern just comes and forms in the middle of nowhere. It's going to crash. It's going to completely crush you. So most times when you're considering the chart patterns, consider the ones in solid places. Now you can see right here, we have a psychological level. And if I'm to pull on an indicator for order blocks, you're going to see that right there we have a key zone. Sorry, I think it has already been triggered. It's in the higher time frame. Oh, I think it has been triggered. We had an order block there. All right, it was triggered. So we had an order block right there. I believe if I'm to I can find it out if I go in the past. But let's continue. Even now, you come back. Okay, just a minute. Just always keep All right. Am I back? I think I'm back now. So you look at this movement, yeah, and you see this W pattern. So this happened in an area of interest. So it was basically a valid one, but that's not what you enter on. You get we already have two confluences. We have psychological level high and low of the week. We also have W pattern happening, but you've not yet got your best entry. Now for this setup, I entered late here. I'm going to give you the reason why. So what happens? The market starts moving on this candlestick pattern. I don't know the names, but I know this is one of the evening or morning star, something like that. But what I took into my mind is the language of the candlesticks. You get it's all language. Candlesticks are a representation of what's happening in the current market. Yeah. So the market starts to move in the best direction. And guess what? I come in and find the market. I come in and find the market here. So I do my analysis before everything happens. And guess what? I find structure here. I find structure here. So I wait for the market to break that structure. And guess what? For the guys who know the law of the week strategy, I had another confluence. Yeah. Now this psychological level is invalid. Why? The market has mitigated it so many times, invalidating it at this specific time. And oh, remember, guys, when you're doing top-down analysis, don't consider what has happened all this time. It doesn't make sense. You get, because imagine you're looking at November 2024. That's why I don't begin my analysis on the daily time frame unless I'm seeing a strong support zone. You get, unless I'm seeing a strong support zone. Now you can see, guys, this was the reason why I was telling you why the market had stopped there. Why I anticipated, sorry, why I anticipated. So when you're doing top-down analysis, look at what happened a month ago or 3 weeks ago. That's if you're entering in the 15-minute time frame. Because now you're not going to make sense if you're looking at what happened in September last year, sorry. Yeah. So the market breaks structure, retests that, and guess what? I get an entry here. I get an entry here because this was structure, support and resistance structure. Market broke resistance, resistance turned into support, and then it started to move to the upside. So I took this buy yesterday. I didn't share it. I didn't share it to the group because on Monday is a tricky one. Most times when it's a tricky situation, I don't like to share the setups. So I took this buy that I held till today. I held it till today. Now, what happens today? Of course, now here, take profit has been hit at that psychological level. Take profit has been hit, and you can see how the market just tapped that zone and went and started falling. And right here is sentiment of other traders. What do we call sentiment? Supply, with a so we have a supply zone right here. We also have what we call an order block. All the sentiment put together. This is also what we call the resistance zone. So many things. So I asked, so as a take profit, but strategy teaches us that we have to get the exact point, which is that line. That's why I say bouncing. So the market starts to down, but now I know that, okay, we're having a movement. We're having a movement, but it's not going to last that much. But guess what? A trend line is broken. Every time a trend line is broken, it means that the market is going to start to react in another way. You get? Now, someone will say, hey, Emma, why did you short from here? It's because I don't have confluences there. You get? I don't have enough confluences there. Yeah. If the psychological level was right above here, I would short because there we have high of the week, trend line, break and retest, then we have a psychological level. Yeah, but there is not enough confluence here. So then what makes me take the buy is what? The market moves here, but I see a point of interest right above here. Guys, I don't set take profits on these tools. Every time I send a setup, always look for this take profit yourself. Yeah, you'll see me pulling a tool to the future and think that's a take profit. No, it's not. A take profit is your point of exit before a resistance. You get. Then after that resistance, all that is a floating profit. You get like break even or something like that. So if you see me pulling a tool, just now I've marked out a resistance and I'm going to just keep watching. Me, the market reaches that point, I'll take out. And for those who are still holding to the take profit that doesn't exist, you're not going to get it. Yeah. And that's what I always do. So most times, make sure your take profit is before a resistance point. Yeah. These are things that I improve every day. Every day that I'm on the chart, I'm a person who likes to. Nowadays, nowadays I'm hard in FIFA though. Yeah, so I spend my time beating some people in FIFA. But most times, I'm watching what the market is doing too. Yeah. Now, why did I take that buy? Psychological level right below. Now here we have also what people call sentiments. And this is what we call a demand zone. You get a demand zone. And the reason why I also took another buy is I expected a chart pattern to happen. There's a chart pattern indicates a change in market movement. Yeah. And that's why I expected the sell, yes. But you saw me immediately, the market flashed up. I was like, oh, good profit. Every time I had something like that, I made a break even or I'm out most of my trades. So took out that take profit. Now explaining my entry is this engulfing candle right here. You can see that immediately the market hits that psychological level, the market started reacting. I entered the market and it moved up. I'm seeing Paxson here. I think I analyzed this market with Paxson yesterday, and he was on gold and gold beat him, though he's a very good trader. So the sale comes in, and I saw someone's chat in the private group. They were actually selling. It was, I think, Kwang. Yes, Kwang is posted, and he was selling from up here. I think he enjoyed that trade because these are many pips here. These are around 70 pips to here. Now, my reason for the buy right now is simple. Now, you see how the market is reacting on this high of the week. So many reasons. Yeah. Now, why am I buying currently? News came in, flashed up. News gave us a direction, and it was at a psychological level. And look, guys, we have this, we have this W pattern here. Let me first delete this. We have a W pattern right here. And if you're not exact with watching, you can see that there is this slight engulfing candle right here, plus a discount price. And that's when you're supposed to go hard on that entry. I don't expect this market to come back down. What I expect it is to play around and continue upward a little bit. Yeah. Because this move, if it's a move that has just begun, that's a W pattern. But you know, we can't think for the market. The market has to move and react accordingly. Yeah. So all you have to do is watch. And I don't know if this is valid enough for this break and the retest here at a psychological level. for us to begin buying this market to the upside. So everything I'm talking right now can change. That's the nature of that market. So it's supposed to be so watch your market and know how your market behaves. Know how your market behaves. If I find Bitcoin dumping to $40,000 right now, I won't be shocked because I know Bitcoin's behavior. It does that. Yeah. Bitcoin does that. So yes, you have to know what's the nature of the market you're dealing with. And I say we're a good number today. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Shall always have the sessions to discuss how the market is moving, and I hope all of us can make money out of it. Yeah. So what are we breaking down next? Should we break down Bitcoin? But that's it from me, guys. Don't look at this tool and expect the market. GBP USD will play games. You can see that today it has had a nice movement. And for the time I've been trading GBP, these are 50 moves, right? 50 pips. It will move 50 pips in the bullish direction and 50 pips in the bearish direction. That's GBP. Unless it's fundamentals where it will drop 1,000. But you have to have an average. Yeah, you have to have an average of how these things are moving. And actually, if you guys know harmonics, I think for everyone that has been in, I hate calling it a mentorship. It's not even a mentorship. In the private group, there are 30 guys. And for the guys who started it, you can see that we have this harmonic pattern right there, which indicates a reversal. Yeah. So this setup, I'm not calling out anything, but we can have a slight retracement. It's very possible. Or we may have a push. Anything can happen. I'll send setups tomorrow. And yeah, let's make some money, you know? Let's make some money. Let's go to BTC, the demon. Oh, I don't know why I trade BTC, but BTC is a very angry person, by the way. If you're not careful, it takes you and takes all your life savings. There's nothing much on BTC, but there's a video that I made. I think the first video this year, I told you guys BTC can dump to the 80s. It's very possible. It's the nature. So I don't see anything going on in BTC, just bullish movements. Though I saw something on the 15-minute time frame, this M pattern here. We can have a serious dump back to these areas. It's very possible. Yeah. And I see give us a slightly similar pattern as ish. Break and retest M pattern. Now there's a month, was it last year, July? Well, we're killing these M patterns. M pattern with a break and retest at a psychological level, dump. And it was an easy time to make money, but we have to just get a pattern that is going to work for us this new year. Now, I'll show you guys what we call repeated pattern. Lastly, my cousin was here a few days ago and analyzing BTC, and there's something I showed him. I showed him the easiest way how I made money in the easiest market movement. Let me just try to get that pattern. I don't know if I'll get the exact one. I don't know if I'll get the exact. We're breaking. I was showing him how I made. There's a time it was so easy. I made the easiest. I don't know if I'll get that set up, but I wanted to show you guys how easy it was. I don't know if I'll get it. I was showing him how to use demand and supply to your advantage, and we actually called a nice trade. It was a recent. If we call this setup here. All right, this is what happened. So as it was on Saturday, last Saturday, and I told him there's the easiest way we can get a trade right now, and I can show you a repeated pattern that made me a lot of money. You see this dump here? I'll just do a zoom in. You see the dump here? I'll show you two things that happened that were repeated, and the one that I used to take advantage of, this move and this move. So you see this last, yes, you know how to identify demand which is solid enough or supply that is very good. You look at the candle, the momentum at that specific time, then you add all the other confluences. Do confluence trading. Don't pick out one thing, moving average, done. Do confluences. Add up for everything everyone else is using and get 5 of them. And if 4 of them are right for your setup, take that trade. Trust me, you're going to kill it. So look, the market comes, gives us what we call a demand zone. And when it starts to change direction, the demand zone has to be filled, right? So the market moves, comes back to fill that demand zone. You see, the nature of candles it left behind. It left behind this bearish candle as our demand zone. And you see this bearish candle, this one, the black one. Look at the same one here with an engulfing. These are the same style of candles here, same style. And guess what? If you mark out a demand zone, and again, I delete it and mark out the same one, I want to show you what happened here. The market came back and touched it. And I remember I bought off this one and I bought off this one because of what I had just done, the analysis I had just done in these 2 places. It gives me that setup. So easy. Yeah. So when I came back and also pushed this one here, this was the setup that I bought you. Now, when it came back here, this is where the market confused me. It just bypassed that demand zone like there's nothing. But when I started seeing this movement, when I started seeing this movement to the upside, that's when I knew that, okay, it was just momentum. You get. I didn't take the buy, but this order block for me is still valid. I can push it to the future anyhow, but it's still valid. Yeah. That's how at times analysis is as easy as possible. And the best demand zones or supply zones look for momentum. Momentum is what forms those things. Momentum is what forms those things. Yeah. They'll always come and get filled. So guys, that's it for today. I don't know if there are questions. I don't know if there are any questions. GBP has been good this week. So if there are no questions, allow me to end it here. Michael, you did come out and say something. Michael, are you there? Yes, yeah, that's- so that's it. I think he can't unmute or something, but I hope he has been around. Michael, I see you speaking. I see you speaking, but I can't hear what you're saying. Yes, yes, I can hear you. How is Nigeria? Hello. I can hear you. And happy New Year. Yeah, happy New Year too. Quite unfortunate that the session last week I missed it because I had a program in church and I had to go. But it was recorded. It was recorded on YouTube. About this, Donald Trump got to do. I'm not even finding the market. I'm finding somehow funny. Like today's trade, you are not came up for a buy. So the buy did not do much before the market dumped again. So I am having a small things which I know I will push it. But not now. I'll ask that if there are any questions I want to ask and things I want to point, but I want to put it out there if you are in a general platform. Maybe when you have when you look at the private market, you talk more about it. All right. So I think today just jumped in late because that trade was it actually gave me 40 pips profit. I think it just jumped in late, but it's okay. So thank you, Michael. We shall have a session today. When? Today is Tuesday. On Thursday, we shall have a session and we shall talk about it. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I believe that's it for today. Let me end this session. So have a good night.